I'm Staff Sergeant Ted McDonald. In the news, engineers are hoping a giant dome-like structure will provide the solution to control that massive oil leak in the Gulf of Mexico. A 4-story concrete and steel structure was lowered to the leak Friday. The plan is to have it draw oil up through 5,000 feet of pipe and onto a tanker at the surface. BP officials say if all goes as planned, the process of stopping the spill should begin by Monday. However, Rear Admiral Mary Landry says everyone should manage expectations.
This is not the final solution on securing the source. The final solution absolutely is cementing and closing off this well. I also have to manage your expectations because this is the first time this has been tried in this depth of water.
Admiral Landry also said there are additional steps that must be taken once the container has been attached, so results could take several days. The Navy has identified the first female officers who will serve on board submarines. Midshipman First Class Kayla Sachs is one of the females who will participate in the Navy's submarine officer program.
I think that the whole opportunity for women to serve on submarines has sort of been a long time coming. It's something the Navy's been thinking about for a while, and finally everything's sort of lined up, right place at the right time, and it's a great opportunity for all of us.
So far, 11 female midshipmen have been accepted into the 18-month training program to qualify to serve on board submarines. They're expected to begin training in July. The Navy announced the policy change allowing women to serve on board submarines last month. That decision came after Defense Secretary Robert Gates sent a formal letter to congressional leaders in February. And a military jury in Norfolk, Virginia found a Navy SEAL not guilty Thursday on charges of punching a suspected Iraqi terrorist. Petty Officer Second Class Matthew McCabe was acquitted of all charges after the jurors deliberated for about an hour and 40 minutes. He was one of 3 SEALs accused of covering up the assault. The other 2 sailors were acquitted last month in Iraq after a judge heard much of the same evidence and testimony presented in Petty Officer McCabe's trial. The commander of U.S. Central Command, General David Petraeus, was honored with the Irving Kristol Award Thursday night in Washington. The award is presented by the American Enterprise Institute to persons who have made exceptional contributions to government policy, social welfare, or political understanding. General Petraeus, who commanded U.S. forces in Iraq during the surge of 2007, discussed what made the strategy so successful and pointed to the transformation of the Army to a modular brigade concept as a key to that success. And Marine Corps Commandant General James Conway paid a visit to Marines participating in Marine Week Boston. General Conway toured a display in Boston Common, giving residents there a first-hand experience of Marine Corps culture. He also took time to thank the Marines for their service. General Conway says this Marine Week has been a success.
The turnout, the reception that the Marines have received in Boston with all the displays and with all the interaction with the people have been very good. This is the first time we've really seen this kind of activity with the Marine Week. It's the second time that we've run it, but this one I think we did right. And so this I think will be the model when we do this elsewhere.
Marine Week Boston wraps up on Sunday. And for the latest military news, signature programming, and more, head to PentagonChannel.mil. I'm Staff Sergeant Ted McDonald with your Pentagon Channel News Update.